Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 597. If you're writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book, but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc. I-N-K, like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. As we do every Sunday here on the show, it is Sunday Story Time, where I grab a book off my shelf, whether it's one of my own books or a client book or a book that's positively impacted me in some way. I read you an excerpt, and then I do my best to apply that excerpt to your book, your writing, even just your author mindset. And today, it's a very special day today, actually, November 29th. It is my mom's 81st birthday, and my mom doesn't even have a computer or the internet, or definitely doesn't know what a podcast is, so I know she's not listening, but I'll have to give her let her know that I gave her a shout out. So it's her 81st birthday. And also it is the 4-year anniversary of when I published my first novel, Canyon Road. That's right. I published it on my mom's birthday, November 29th in 2016. I dedicated it to her because really this novel was a very long time in coming. I think it started as a random screenplay scene back in 1999. So that's quite a journey. And my mom is the one that had to hear about those characters and hear about Canyon Road for so many years. So I thought it only right to dedicate it to her. So the excerpt I'm going to read to you today, appropriately, is going to be that scene. This is going to be, obviously it's the finished version that ended up in the novel. So not, not the one that I originally wrote, back as a struggling actor in Hollywood. And I wrote this screenplay scene about these two guys, Caesar and Leo, knocking off a convenience store. But this is how that original scene, this was the very first scene that, again, I wrote in acting class in 1999. It eventually turned into the novel Canyon Road. So here's that scene with a message for you all as authors following. A minute later, roaring down the highway in the Camaro, Leo sifted through the plastic shopping bags in his lap. They passed another sign warning motorists of a nearby state prison. Caesar, I've always wondered, why do they keep all the prisons in the desert? Leo asked. Keeps the bad seeds away from society. That's why we're headed for the country, Leo. I don't want my kid getting messed up with the scum we just left behind, Caesar responded. So Loretta knows we're coming? I thought you couldn't find her, Leo asked. I couldn't, but I think we'll make for a nice surprise, Caesar said. You're real good at surprises, said Leo. The best. Besides, what kind of mother wouldn't want her baby to have his dad around, Caesar said. We're all going to be one big happy family, you and Loretta and the baby and me. He's going to be the luckiest kid around to have so many people loving him, Leo said. It'll be just like a storybook, right, buddy? Caesar said. Silence. Leo, what is it? Caesar asked his distracted friend. I don't know. I get the feeling I forgot something, Leo said, continuing to sift through the bags. Caesar looked down at the seemingly endless dirt ribbon of highway in front of them, and then in the side rear view at the same behind them. We got enough supplies. That's all we need, he told Leo. Yep, definitely missing something. This time it was Leo who wasn't listening. He bit his lip and looked down at the plastic bags. Suddenly he jumped up in his seat. What the hell's wrong with you? Caesar demanded. The teddy bear, Leo shouted. Not a teddy bear. What the hell's wrong with you, Leo? Caesar yelled. Leo pointed back down the road toward the store excitedly. I forgot the teddy bear. I found this teddy bear that I wanted to give to the baby. Caesar, it was perfect. Shut up. Forget the teddy bear. Give me a break, Caesar yelled. No, I have to get the teddy bear. How am I going to look to the family, huh? I don't want my own god baby to hate me, Leo yelled. My son will hate whoever he wants to hate, Caesar fired back. Not me. Not if we go back and get him the teddy bear. Come on, Leo argued. Settle down, Caesar ordered and sped up. Our baby needs to know how much I love him. He needs to know what a loving, decent person I am, Leo yelled. Caesar didn't see how he was going to get out of this, or at the very least how he would get Leo to stop shouting in his ear. He slowed down a little to think. What are you trying to do to me, buddy? He muttered. I'll just be a minute, Caesar. I promise, Leo said. I'm still laughing. I remember writing that as a screenplay scene. Oh, sitting in the back of acting class, and these two guys just popped into my head. So the point today that I want to make to you is, yeah, this was a long journey. I wrote this as a screenplay scene in 1999. It went through various iterations. I even went into pre-production because I was, a filmmaker and directing and writing screenplays out in Hollywood. So I was even going to make it. It was never the right story until I turned it from a screenplay into a novel. And even that took years. So it was just a matter of, I just kept plugging away. It's one of those projects I think you can all relate where it's, off the shelf, on the shelf, off the shelf. Sometimes you're working on it. And I just picked away at it for the longest time. I mean, think about it, 1999 to 2016. That's a lot of picking. So my message to you is, now this was obviously my passion project. This was my never-ending project, but it was my passion project. And my message is keep going. I mean, really, the only thing that got me through to the finish line on this was just I was absolutely committed to finishing it, even just to somehow get these guys, Caesar and Leo, out of my head and onto paper. I was committed to getting this done, and it was just that commitment that lasted me through all the years. So if you have one of these projects, these passion projects, where you just can't get it out of your mind, no matter how many times you try to shove it back on the shelf or in a drawer, or wherever you keep your kind of unfinished projects, keep going, keep picking at it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you're committed to finishing it, it will get done. So keep going. That's my message to you today. And happy anniversary to Caesar and Leo and Tanya and the whole gang in Canyon Road. It's pretty easy to find on Amazon. So anyway, thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. Until tomorrow, happy writing.